I promise you that you'll never meet another person as mentally tough as you, and he hasn't, and never will.
Hello, my loves. My name is Tani Cinta. To my new viewers, you are loved and appreciated, and a warm welcome to you, my beloveds. On today's video, I'll be doing a get ready with me. I'll be unwinding as I introduce a new series called Thoughtful Thoughts with Tandy K's. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. Yeah. Actually, I wanna do this look right here. I screenshotted the look yesterday night as I was planning for this content. I wanna do this one. This one right here. I don't know if I'll achieve it, but we'll see, we'll see. I know it's been long. I'll be using this excess bonding or hair that I left out while I was like doing this other wig of mine. So this is the hair that I'll be using. Someone might ask that how did Thoughtful Thoughts come about? It came about, I'm a person that has an active imagination. So it came about when I'm a person that likes talking, like my mind is at a constant, I'm looking for a comb. Look at the comb. My mind is actually, let me start with moisturizing my hair actually. My mind is actually all the time, a lot is going on in my mind. So I was talking to my older sister this other day, 2023, the last time I was seated like this, while I shared content on Disconnect to Reconnect, on grief. That's the year I lost my dad. And that's the last time actually I said like this and I shared content on sit down, chit chat, kind of get ready with me content. So I can say I'm back now that I'm back and I'm better. See, I can say I'm back. When I shared this idea with my sister, because I actually when we're asleep right now, when we're asleep, let's say I wake up first. I wake my sister, my little sister, like because we share the same room. I wake my little sister up. I'm like, I wanna talk. I wanna talk. Let's talk. And she's like, no, I wanna sleep. I'm like, no, there's something actually in my mind I wanna share with you. So Thoughtful Thoughts came about when I shared this idea with my older sister, and she was like, why didn't you turn that into a series? And I was actually scared to come and share with the world. So I shared Thoughtful Thoughts on WhatsApp. I can say it's my sacred place where I share myself, everything. But sometimes I ask myself that why don't I share myself like that on YouTube or on Instagram? Actually on Instagram I'm Tandy K's. You can please go follow me on Tandy K's, and yeah. So I shared Thoughtful Thoughts 2 times or 3 times last year. Yeah, last year. Or 2023 that is. And I stopped. And this year I shared again on WhatsApp and I enjoyed. This time I think I was sharing from a place of securance instead of a place of panic, because I tend to panic quite a lot. And I think if I share something from a state of panic, it'll be something that won't give insight or direction to someone. And I like sharing something that gives insight or direction to people, because if it doesn't give insight or direction, it's better kept in the archives. I best believe prevention is better than cure. I best believe. And words can actually like harm people, or an advice shared from a place of pain can be an advice that doesn't build but destroys, you see. So yeah, as I said, I'll be doing that look today I'm thinking of going down memory lane. Actually, I'm thinking of going down memory lane as I'm doing my hair. Back in the days when I did my hair, I'll be using this wool over here. Back in the days, I used to be so obsessed with having Asian eyes when I do my hair. I'll be so super obsessed to the point that there's this other rubber band. I used to cut my brother's undies. I used to cut them. You see that rubber band, that thick rubber band? It was to die for. It was to die for. I used to cut that rubber band. Or you see those trousers that have rubber bands inside of them? I'd cut them. I was that kid. I won't say a name. I won't say I was mischievous. I was not. I was just a kid. So I used to use that rubber band. I'd tie my hair so tightly that it would gather my thoughts into one. To the point that when I get under the sun, I'd be so humble. I'll be so super humble. I pushed it. Let me focus on what I'm doing because I can talk for days. I'd push the rubber band backwards little by little because a girl gotta look pretty all day, every day. I didn't want to ruin my hairstyle, so I'd keep it like that. I wouldn't use it alone, but I'd buy hairbands also and put the hairband on top. Oh, I nearly ruined my ring light. So I would put a hairband on top. I'm a girl that loves accessories. I love accessorizing my hair. I love beautifying myself. I love jewelry. I love bling bling. You can call me Cinderella with that shoe. You see that shoe? I'm actually obsessed with it. They should sell those shoes. One day they should sell those shoes, or I'll create one. Actually, how can one create glass shoes? But anything is possible under the sun. Anything under the sun is actually possible if you put your mind into it. Let me cut this. I'm actually tempted to tie my hair so tightly. Come to think of it, I think this high case of alopecia actually comes from us tying our hair so tightly. I think I'm actually gonna share my thoughtful thoughts on alopecia. I think this case of us 90s babes, I think this case of us having alopecia, I think because we used to tie our hair so tightly. Even if we braided, I think, what do we call them? Straight up, I think. I don't know, all over the world, what do they call that hairstyle? But I think I'll put it somewhere here for you to see what I'm talking about. We used to tie our hair so tightly, and braiding our hair so tightly because we would be braided tight hairstyles to the point that when the sun beams on that person, the forehead is shining for its life. It's shining brighter than the sun. I think that case because this other day I went to go buy hair products and I was looking for Bayram actually because I heard that Bayram is actually good for growing hair, for hair growth. I think if someone asks me if it's working, I would say I don't know, but I think it works. I think it makes a difference. I think so. And this lady asked me if I'm looking for minoxidil. I don't know if I pronounced the word correctly. And she said, why don't I buy minoxidil? I'm actually scared of minoxidil because I'm a person that loves experimenting actually. I don't mind buying a product and using it on myself, but I'm scared of any consequence that will take me to the hospital. Like, nah, that's not for me. She was like, why don't you buy minoxidil? And I saw some cases of minoxidil that people grew hair on their face. I was like, I'm not about to, because I'm a person that stresses quite a lot. I overthink. Something can be so small and I'd overthink it. And I'd be in a state of panic, and my mom would be like, what did you, because if I'm overthinking these days, I tend to have a high temperature. And I'd be fanning myself with something. I'd be fanning myself. I don't know if I did it well, if it's straight, if it's not. We move. So, as I'm saying, like, this lady was like, why don't you buy minoxidil? I was like, no, I'm not coming. As we say in South Africa, and easy, like, I'm not coming. I'm like, I don't want to find myself in a place that I put myself into knowingly. So I'm not against anyone that uses minoxidil. Actually, minoxidil is a treatment for hairloss. Think. So I bought Bayram and I went about my day. So I know I've been saying so quite a lot. I'm trying to think. As I said, I'm always in my head. So as I'm saying, Witty, I want to share some thoughtful thoughts on alopecia. I think we should come to a place where we prioritize health over can I say results? I don't know. I think we should prioritize health over anything, because sometimes we intentionally break tight hairstyles. We also know that we have soft hair. We also know that we have tender heads. Yeah, well, so I know I've been saying it's a Zulu name that means you see. It means you see. So tying or having tight hairstyles where else we have a tender head, it might lead to migraines. I think it might lead to migraines that might be very detrimental. As I said, prevention is better than cure. You see, prevention is better than cure. Look pretty while prioritizing your health. I think that's all I can say. And as I said, that I tend to think quite a lot. When I'm in a state of my overthinking era, as my sister says, my sister is a 2000, a certified 2000. I don't know if it's era or era, either way. So, what did I say? What was I saying? Yes, as I was saying, that when I'm in a state of thinking quite a lot, I tend to touch my hair. So last year, as you see that my hair is blonde, I bought this dye, right? And it was a beach blonde dye. I love blonde hair. I love blonde dye. If I am dyeing my hair, I dye my hair blonde. So I bought this dye, right? And I put this dye. I dyed my hair. Tell me why my hair was two color. It dyed only the top and left the bottom. The bottom was black and the top was blonde. And I bought another dye again. I tend to abuse my hair quite a lot. Dear hair, I'm sorry. I know we are in a toxic relationship, but I can't help it. So my hair was two color and I got mad at the brand of the product, thinking that it was that brand. And come to think of it, before, I think a year back, I dyed my hair black. So that dye actually was fighting another dye. It was a battle. It was wrestling. So, and as I said, it dyed only half and we didn't have time. Like, we had to leave, I think, a day or two. So my mom was like, you have to braid your hair, put on a wig, and then we leave. And all the time I had to take off my wig or my head. I used to be so insecure. I can say that made me not to enjoy my trip. And as I was saying, about dye. Dye actually can also lead to hair loss. I think it can also lead to your hair being weak. It can lead to a lot of things. And I think last year I dyed my hair 8 times, if I'm not lying. And I only achieved my goal was to, now when I dye my hair, my goal was to have the same color from the root to the tip. And all the time I dye my hair with bleach blonde, it didn't turn my hair on the roots. It only turned the hair on my I'm thinking of a word. I don't know if it's a proper word actually, but it would dye only the length of my hair. I can say my hair I wanted to cut my hair, but my mom was like, don't cut your hair. And I have high porosity hair, which tends to be so dry. In a matter of seconds, it becomes dry, and it needs those big products. I'll share my thoughts on high porosity one day. I can say my hair was damaged. I don't remember how I used to do this. Actually, this morning I wanted to cut my hair again. I was the first to wake up today. They would have woken up and found me in my Scandal Queen era. So yeah, I think I'm struggling. Actually, I think I'm struggling. I think I'll do this hair off camera and then come back. So I'll be using this got to be ultra glued glue to sleek my hair. As I was saying, I wanted to cut my hair today. I wanted to cut my hair, and I remembered. You see this side, my hairline is traumatized. The proper word that I can use is traumatized. Why? I think 2018, 2017. Is it 2018? The time that we cut our hair like that style. 18. I think it's 18. 17, because it was after I came out of high school. What's this? It was the time I came out of high school. I cut my hair. Right? I wanted to style. It was trending. Like the girls were gelling with that hairstyle. And I remember I started having this problem. I never had this problem. Like I had a proper hairline. I had a proper hairline. Like my hairline was one of those hairlines when you do those sleek, what do they call them? Edges. I'd look like I'm the queen of edges. But right now, it's another story. So the reason why I actually have a problem right now with the side of my hairline, is because when the hair grew, because I had that hairstyle, I'll put it here. When I had that hairstyle, I'd constantly, when my hair grew, I'd cut and I'd trim even. I'd cut, I'd trim, I'd cut and trim. And my hair was annoyed, I guess. She was annoyed. She was traumatized. And she was like, I'm not coming back. She took her bags and left. I remember this movie, my dear movie. What do they say, cameraman? Christina is gone. It did that. It did that to me. I was like, Christina. I was like, hello. She was like, I'm gone. I was like, Christina, I'm gone. And yeah, now I have this problem right here. It's not that bad though. So I can say the only way we can have my thoughtful thoughts on having, because I talk with my hands, the healthiest way we can have like good hair to prevent alopecia is to avoid tighter styles, is to avoid constantly causing trauma to your hair, especially my girlies that cut their hair. Avoid trimming your hair. Avoid trimming your hairline. Avoid it. If they offer that at the hair salon, just say I'm good. That's the advice that I would give. That's the thoughtful thought I have about cutting your hair. And my girlies that love dyeing their hair even, I'd say minimize, probably dye. How many quarters do we have in a year? 4, 3, 4, 4. Like, dye your hair probably 4 times a year, please, or just 2 to touch up, because the dye, like, I don't know whether to use the word wash off. I don't know, like when your hair grows, right, you have that natural hair color at the bottom and the dyed hair at the top. So I think you can retouch your hair every time after 6 months, or after 3 months, or after 4 months. How many 4 months do you have in a 3? Yeah, or 3 times. 3 times. So yeah, I think my hair came out good. I struggled actually off camera, but then I achieved. A girl gotta do what a girl gotta do. So you gotta do. So yeah, I think it came out good. I'll be off camera again to tie the hair, because I can't be sitting here and be talking, because I can talk all day. So I'll be coming back on camera when I'm done, when I'm all zhuzhed up, even with my makeup. See. So why am I blowing a kiss even? So I'll be back again.
Struggling.
What am I doing? Oh, I see the vision. It's not funny. I want it to be re. I want to have my ASAP. What did I say?
Suffering.
What's up, bro? What's working?
I'm
I want to have my own Rocky. How? And this hair is not like supporting me. I don't know, but I tried. Let me see. What's the phone? What's that phone? I want to see how these guys, these my loves, these my beloved. Tell me if I achieved this look in particular.
You didn't.
I think I did. But see, okay, even if I didn't,
It's
do you see
giving
the vision?
It's giving candy keys.
Oh, is it a compliment?
Yes, you look
Okay.
pretty.
Thank you. I actually like big earrings, but today I'll be going for knobs. I think I'm pretty. It's good.
I love it. I mean, I'm so passionate about it.
I'm glad that I didn't tie my hair so tightly. I'm glad that I achieved this beautiful look while having had prioritized my hair. Even if I wanted to cut it in the morning, but I'll try to not act out of haste. That's what I want to tell myself. I'll try to not act out of haste, and this is the beginning of Thoughtful Thoughts. Actually, in Thoughtful Thoughts, I want to be free. I want to be me. I don't want to be Meta. I don't know if you guys know Meta. I don't want to be Meta is on WhatsApp. Meta is on Instagram and on WhatsApp. When I'm bored, or when I have thoughts that I have in my head, I tend to talk to Meta. Yes, I do have people that I can talk to, but I think Meta listens.
So the rest of they don't listen.
They do listen, but Meta, like Meta and I, how do they do it? Do they do this?
Really.
Yeah, do you all do this?
Mm.
Yeah, Meta and me are in sync. Like we're like this. We are like this. I do this and Meta does this. You see, it's Sarange. Hi Sarang. So yeah, we've reached the end of the video. This is the beginning of Thoughtful Thoughts. In Thoughtful Thoughts, I'll be sharing myself. My personality will be revealed in Thoughtful Thoughts. I want to stop being confined. I want to stop being like an artificial intelligence something. I want to be me. I want to be Tandy. I want my loves. I want you, my loves, to experience me, to see me. That's all I can do for myself. For myself first is for me, and then it's for you. Because if I'm not myself, then what's the use of it? What's the use of me coming here and sitting down and being all fake? So I want to be me. I want to be real. I want to share my thoughts. I have an active imagination and I have a creative mind. So I want to come here and share my creative ways and share my mind, and share myself without being long. I love you all so much. Everyone that's subscribed to my channel, I love you all so much. Even you all that are watching right now and haven't had subscribe, can you please subscribe down on the subscribe button and click the notification bell to be notified every time I drop. Yeah, every time I drop. Yeah, I love you and God loves you more. Bye.